The only little good things you do, they make me no. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Baby, come.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kyla, and I'm back with another episode of DilemmaTalks. Introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, and like where you're from and stuff.
My name is Jonathan Montreal. Everybody call me John Ball, People Champ. I'm a professional boxer from New Orleans, A Ward area. Professional record 18-3.
Okay, so I thought you was from the 7 Ward. So you from the 8 Ward?
I'm from the A Ward, but I hang with a lot of people at the 7 Ward. So
Okay.
yeah.
When you started boxing and like what made you get into it and stuff?
I started boxing pretty late. I started at like 19, 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So that's late for boxing. A lot of people start young, maybe around 7, something like that. The age I started amateur boxing is around the age people start looking to going professional. So I started pretty late, but I just got into it. My dad had a friend named Ronald Weaver that was into boxing. So I went once when I was 13, maybe for like a week or so. And I did like it, but unfortunately my dad went to jail, so I stopped going. And later on in life, once he got out, I wound up finding my way back into boxing.
Okay, so you say your first amateur fight or your first amateur? That's what you say?
Yeah, get into amateurs. In boxing you start off as an amateur, then you go professional. Okay. So I was an amateur. I started when I was like 19. I had my first fight maybe a few months before I made 20.
Okay. When did you realize you wanted to go pro, and what weight class are you in?
When I first started boxing, I wasn't sure about when I was gonna go pro, but when I started, I knew this is what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So I loved it from day one. I had my first amateur fight the first month I started boxing. Okay. And the first week I started sparring, practicing, getting ready for the fight. My coach busted me up pretty bad, nose and everything. And then when I came back the next day, he was like, I just wanted to see if you was going to take it serious, because boxing ain't no joke. Mm-hmm. And it's part of it, because a lot of people be like, oh, I want to box, until you see how long it takes to get to where you want to be, so.
Mm-hmm. So what have been some of the challenges you had to face as a boxer?
Challenges is staying focused every day, just taking it one day at a time. Like amateurs ain't like you getting paid. You start off, you go, what I did over 8 years of amateur boxing, just doing that for free, just doing something that I love. So going through that stage first, turning professional, not having no big promoter starting off. So just finding fights. I broke so many bones, getting ready for fights or getting sick right before fights, just a whole lot. I broke my hands a couple of times, had stitches over my eyes, my mouth, so there's a lot of challenges going to, into the fights or in boxing, period, that we deal with on a daily. And, just staying motivated because, you gotta be able to push yourself, like I don't have no team, like with a group of people that I gotta depend on and just me doing it. I do have a team, of coaches and stuff, but when it's time to fight, it's me, so right. You gotta,
Would you put football in the same category as boxing or no?
I don't put no other sport, if it's not combat sport, in the same sentence with boxing. I played football in high school at John Mack. I played football. And, it is physical, you know what I'm saying? And if I knew I would have been a boxer, I would have never played football because I did take some injuries in football that stuck with me for a couple of years in boxing, like with my shoulders and stuff. But it's not the same. You could play football, you could play basketball, you could play baseball, you can't play boxing, So you take one punch, you get knocked out,
Did you want to fight Tank before you retired?
You said Tank? Honestly, I'm willing to fight anyone. You know, I don't have like no crazy, pride or anything. You know, however the outcome going, whatever the outcome going to be is what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not afraid of losing. Of course, I don't want to lose. No one want to lose. It's always fun when you're winning.
Right.
And I would fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anyone.
So, like, do you agree with him when he was talking about how boxing, you always have to be the aggressor and always angry and stuff?
Yeah, I guess in a way you have to be. You talking about like in the ring wise, like when you fight someone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I kind of, it's like a job. So like he been doing it for a long time, much longer than me. But I guess everybody take it differently. Me, I be smiling. I like to have fun. I know once I get in the ring, it's time to turn up.
Yeah.
So that beast, I guess, turn on then. So I guess he right in a sense.
What does a typical day of training look like for you?
Typical day. I wake up in the morning, maybe around 6 o'clock. Head to the gym. So I might train maybe like 3 hours before I go to work. I also work by my mom at Neo's. So I train maybe from maybe like 6 o'clock.
I love y'all food.
Thank you. And thanks to whoever come out, to support us at Neo's. So thank y'all. But I might, I wake up, I train for maybe like 3 hours. Some days I might go run a couple of miles first. Anytime I do run, I do at least 5 miles every time I run. So I might do a little running, then a little boxing workout. Or, and then when I get off, some more working out. It might even be recovery at the cold dip, hot tub, swimming, stuff like that. So I have like 3 different memberships. I go to New Orleans Boxing Club. I do the hot works, so I can get a little sweating, a good little workout. And I also go to Action and Fitness in Amwood, and they got like the cold dip, hot tub, steam room. So I go there to do like a lot of recovery.
Okay, so you've been in a little cold, little tub thing. How does that feel? Like,
for me, it feel amazing. I recommend everyone do the cold eventually, because it help whatever stress you have on your body, whatever weight you feeling on your body, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
After that, but it's hard.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I do like 20 minutes at a time. If you do like 3 minutes, you're good, so, and you gotta do that on a daily, you'll feel much better.
Okay, so how do you mentally prepare for a fight?
Just find different ways to challenge yourself. Make sure, during camp, you're doing everything you're supposed to, not doing no shortcuts. And the cold dip was one of my mentally challenged things I started doing, going in the cold dip because I know it's hard. And so just doing it like 20 minutes at a time, people are like, man, you crazy. People can't even stand up for a minute to 2 to 3 minutes, so doing 20 minutes at a time and stuff. I started doing that just for a mental workout, more than anything. Plus the recovery. So, I just find different stuff to challenge me more and more, while I'm in camp. So when it's time to fight, I'll be mentally prepared because it's more mental. You got to be physically in shape, but the other half is mental.
Because I can't even take a cold shower. So the cold tub thing is just crazy.
Right.
Okay, so if you weren't a boxer, what career would you pursue?
Really, I don't know because coming up, that's why I got into boxing late. Coming up, I never really had nothing in mind that I really wanted to be. I just knew I wanted to make money. And I guess it never really clicked to me all the way because also my family also always was in business. So they always had like a restaurant or something. So like if I don't do nothing else, I know I'm going to go into like the restaurant business or something like that. So maybe the restaurant, maybe. I hate it.
The restaurant?
It's just so much to deal with. I love everything from my mom, and what she doing. But a restaurant business is very hard to run. You deal with so many different people. It's like you constantly say the same thing over and over, and
it's boring.
Yeah, it's just too much, you know.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a job where I ain't gotta really depend on too many other people and just get it done, you know.
Okay, so about the places you go to box, somebody told me they seen you with an eye.
With a black eye?
Yes.
Oh well, that's part of it. But you know, like that's what I always tell people. When a lion hunts, the prey do fight back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But you know the outcome.
Mm.
So
I
anybody
feel
be
like
like,
that
"Oh, I
comes.
seen you with an eye. Come see what I do to the person that give me the eye." You know, some people just mock up more easily than others, but ain't nobody in the city fooling with me.
And you're right.
And they got other good fighters, you know. They got a lot of other great fighters out here, you know what I'm saying, that help me out. That's doing their thing too, but you know.
Okay, so.
I gotta say too much.
Huh?
I don't want to say too much, but you know, they know what it is.
So how do you balance your personal life and boxing career?
It's not enough time in the day, huh?
24
Especially being a dad too. Just trying to balance everything between boxing, going to work, and then making sure I have enough time to, be a dad, be a family man, be a good fiance and stuff like that. So, I don't know, just not enough time in the day. So, right now, I'm the type of person. I'm always on go, as far as working, hustling, trying to make some money, do this and that. Because my thing right now is I'd rather be more tired than anybody right now than being tired forever. Because some people be, 60 years old, 70 years old, still struggling, still hurting, still gotta wake up for work and stuff, and provide. So right now I be on go non-stop. And then when something like come up, like some family stuff to do, I make sure I make that a main priority to get right back to what I'm doing, while I can. So right now, basically, I'm just trying to build some more freedom, financial freedom. So
walk us through the emotions you feel during a fight.
They go up and down, wake up in the morning, just know it's like fight day. Just chilling, relaxing, feeling good. But by the time you making it to the arena, and then you do all your little checkups, the doctor checking on you, doing different stuff. Once you start warming up and put them little gloves on, that's when it just click right then and there. Like no matter if you were chilling before, it's time to get up. Because once you put them little bit of, like, okay, so when we sparring for practice, you have your headgear on. You have 16-ounce gloves. When you fighting professional, you have no headgear on. You got 8-ounce gloves, so it's half the size, little bit of gloves. And I'll be like, dang, this is what my opponent wearing also, so it always like wake me up. So I just be like, it's go time. It's like killed or be killed pretty much.
Okay, so you saying the gloves be smaller?
Small, like when you fight, and fighting for my weight class, 147 on down with 8-ounce gloves. But we all practicing 16-ounce gloves. You still feel it when you practicing your headgear, but just to protect the fighter a little more,
So basically, it's like you fighting with your fists. That's what you're saying?
Almost.
It's crazy.
Right.
Ooh. I be wanting to come and watch fights though, but I never got the chance to, but I'm gonna start.
Yeah, they got one in the city March 8th. My dude Mark is on there from the 9th Ward. Instagram is name Boxer504. He on the card. Hopefully, y'all go out support him. Yeah. It's gonna be at the Fillmore. Hopefully, if I don't have nothing by then, I'll be on the card also. So,
okay,
y'all can come out and check it out.
Yes, for sure. Check it out. Y'all too, check it out. Okay, so do you see yourself coaching or mentoring after your career?
Honestly, I'm always like pass my knowledge down, throw little tips here and there if I'm, if someone needed. But I don't think I'm gonna be in boxing after I'm done with it, unless my son get into it. And people be like, man, you gonna let your son box? I'm gonna teach him.
But if he
But it's
don't
up
want
to
to
him
do
if
it,
he, because it's too dangerous.
yeah.
Even when I be watching boxing, I be like, man, this is crazy.
But you
Even though I
doing
do
it,
it, but when I be watching, I be like, man,
yeah.
cause people be getting, fight
Messed up.
dangerous. Even if you don't get knocked out, this a fight period.
Hmm.
Just like, and not just what the fight does to your body with a training camp, because people be going into like a 2-3 month training camp non-stop. You talking about for hours a day, non-stop. Just
Getting
pounding
punched
your
on.
body, punched on, running, just the whole nine. So that take a lot out of you. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be into boxing though. Okay.
How do you want to be remembered in the boxing world?
How just someone that just willing to take any challenge that that's right for me, and just someone that's fun, just gonna give it its all, so that's what I want to be remembered for. I always give my all in that ring, and just somebody that just never gave up.
Who would you choose to play in a movie about your boxing career
And
or
somebody
your
had to play
life?
me.
Yeah. Or you could play them.
If I had to play someone, I play maybe if I could play like Sugar Ray Leonard. That's one of my favorite fighters, so that'd be cool. But if someone could play me, I want to do some more great things in boxing. I feel like even though I had 21 professional fights, I'm just getting started to where it's really about to get more real, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully I do more amazing things, and my son will play me one day.
Okay.
Because it won't get no better than that,
Right. The legacy.
And he not a, he not to do a little something. He only about to be 5, in January, but he been out of fight since he was a little baby. I kind of like brainwashed him a little because I had a punching bag in the house, so he used to always run up to it and hit the bag and stuff.
So you said people started when they was like 7 or 8. So would you want your son to start?
Yeah, that's why I kind of brainwashed him early. Like even though I'm not gonna force him in it, of course I'm gonna teach him, because nobody for one gonna even bully my son. Out here, period. This world is a crazy world, so I recommend anyone to learn some type of self-defense. Because you never know when you're gonna need it. And so since we're a little bit of, he had seen me doing some abs, he'll hop on the floor, doing with me his mom or something. He might go punch the bag, so, and he still got it in him now, he the same way.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
What are your goals for the next few years?
My goals is just to be more successful, really, to break it down. But just to do amazing things in the boxing world, and outside of boxing, So
I wanted to ask you, would you ever want Floyd Mayweather or one of them to like coach you, or you're good with the coach you have?
Oh, I'm definitely good with the coach I have. I met Mayweather once. Shout out to my brother Larry. He laced me up, plugged me in with Floyd. Me and him did a little workout and stuff together. But I rather stick with the people I have. I would always love to get knowledge from a person like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't never just learn in one place. Right. So everybody has different styles. Everybody has different knowledge of the game. So I would love, for him to mentor me in a way.
What advice would you give to someone considering a career in boxing?
Oh man, if you want to be a boxer, man, you got to take it serious, because it's gonna show. Because especially when it's time to fight, you don't have nobody but like, tag this person in, or like football, where there's 11 people on the field, you don't have 10 other people that gonna show up for you when you're not playing good. So boxing, if you're gonna do it, you got to give it your all, and it take a long time. It's a process. I seen so many people come walk through the gym and be like, "Oh man, I'm about to have me a few amateur fights, and then I'm turning pro." And I be like, "Okay." I just never burst a bubble. I be like, and in the back of my mind, I be like, "Okay, if you think it's that easy," you know what I'm saying? I'm into boxing about 14 years now. You still be learning.
Really? 14 years.
Because it's levels to boxing, you
that's
know.
dedication.
You might be thinking, oh, man, I got good. Like that's especially when I first started. First 2 years, you know, when you first start out too, everybody be wanting videos nonstop. Nonstop, got videos. And I'd be like, boy, I know I was good. Then you go looking back, be like, dang, that shit was trash. You know what I'm saying?
The more you level up.
Yeah, the more you level up, you be realizing, man, and I still have a way to go, you know? Because you know, you learn experience with the people you working out with, you sparring with, just being in fights. You always learn like new stuff, you know. Win or lose, you know, you learn through experience through fights. So you constantly keep learning.
What do you enjoy doing when you're not training or fighting?
Being a daddy, best job ever.
That's good.
You know, yeah. So for real, you know, he's just an amazing kid, man. My son is everything. And that's really about it. I don't really do too much. But right now I'm just on focus on, you know, just trying to get more and do more right now, you know. So I don't do too much outside of boxing and working, you know. So and being with my family, I guess.
Okay, so how do you deal with your setbacks, losses, or injuries?
Just keep pushing forward, you know. When I took my first loss too, it hurt my feelings. I was crying. So I'm like, damn. And the second I lost, before I even left out the dressing room, I wanted a rematch. I asked the promoter, I asked everybody, you know, all type of stuff. Because I just knew I was a better person. I just got caught with a good shot in the first round. And that was my first time ever going down. So I guess I didn't react to it right. And yeah, it do hurt losing, but you just gotta stay focused. I don't need a perfect story. You know what I'm saying? So my story, I guess God didn't write my story out to be perfect, but you just keep going no matter what you go through, you know. We all going go through some type of struggles or problems in life. The only thing about, you know, being a boxer, when you take a loss, you know, people actually see it, but we actually take losses every day in life, people nonstop, you know, so people might see you get knocked out or might lose a fight, people judge, people might laugh. None of that get to me, because I know people take losses on the daily. It's about, you know, what you do after you take them, you know, you just got to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, you're
no
just
what.
Public.
Mine's just public, you know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, so what was your most memorable fight?
Oh well, my last fight actually in Mississippi, it wasn't a big promotional fight or none of that. Or nothing crazy, which is a nice little local fight in Mississippi, but it was the first one my son was able to attend. So that was a great feeling, you know, because he only saw me on like FaceTime. Because normally I'd be fighting out of town or something, or out the country or something like that. So he was able to see me for the first time. Yeah, so that was a good feeling.
What he said after, what he told you?
He was just cheering me on, you know, and just hearing him saying, "Go ahead, Daddy, you could do this," and stuff like that. You know, just give you extra energy and make you want to do it. Like nothing could stop you. You know.
I thought he would have been like, "Ooh."
And I prefer the pressure. You know, I like when people, like when I'm fighting at home or something like that, when I'm away, it's just different for me. I'd rather have the pressure on me and people that I know at the fights, you know, it just help me more, turn me up more, it make me more focused, you know, like I really have a mission to accomplish.
Okay, can we look forward to any upcoming fights? I know you said the one with, I forgot his name.
Oh, Marcus? Yeah. Marcus met Daniel. Shout out to Marcus too, by the way, you know, once again. I learned a lot from him also. You know, I came up underneath him. He a little older than me, but I've been around him since I started boxing. And when I first got into boxing, I had like a more Mexican style. A Mexican style of boxing is more of a just banging it out. He was more of a like boxer, slick like Floyd is like a boxer, and that's what Marcus do, you know, move around, hit and don't get hit, you know, type stuff. So he helped my style get develop more into that, into the boxing. And a few other people, a few other people like my coaches and a few other fighters helped me out. But Marcus was a big help in my career, and he still is, so he still be helping me to this day. So shout out to him. Yeah, he fighting March 8th at the Fillmore. And if I don't have nothing by then, hopefully, I'll be on the same card. Yeah, because
Okay.
like boxing, one other thing, boxing. So people be like, man, when you fighting, so boxing is not like any other sport. Also, it's not like, oh, I have my schedule for the year. I'm playing football from this month to that month, or basketball from this month to that month. Boxing is a phone call.
Okay.
Hey, we got such and such.
Open.
This the price. This the location. And and is it yes or no if you want it or not? You know what I'm saying? If it's worth it, if the price worth, if the opponent, top notch, if everything got to be correct, and sometimes it be last minute. Sometimes somebody might be like, hey, we got to fight right now on ESPN 2-week notice because somebody else opponent might got hurt, but they know you in that weight class, so they might be like, hey, we got a phone call, $50,000, you want it or not? Type stuff. So it's just a phone call away. So we don't have no schedule, so that's why you just never know. The best thing is to always be in shape and to stay ready.
Okay, so did you watch this is my last question. Did you watch the Michael B. Jordan boxing movie? Or
Creed?
Yeah.
Creed? I think I saw one of them.
How
you got like two of them, huh?
I think so.
Creed? I think I seen one of them, but it's pretty good.
Oh, it's pretty good. So he was really boxing, or it was like not really boxing, but like was he doing the moves correct or whatever?
Yeah, it was pretty. It's pretty good for the most part. For a boxing movie. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
No
Had
problem.
a wonderful time.
No problem. And just tell us where all we can find you at.
Yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram at _peoples_champ. I post on the daily, stuff on my posts, my stories. So any upcoming fights, just follow me and I'll keep y'all updated.
Okay, make sure y'all check him out. And I just want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to thank y'all for watching.